Hey guys, welcome to another video of Fusion Studios. Here I have the newly launched Samsung S25 Ultra and I am going to show you all the new features and changes happened in the One UI 7 update. The first thing that you notice after the update are the redesigned app icons. Also, the search bar is moved to the bottom inside the app drawer. Now moving on to the Edge panel, we have the AI Select feature. Its logo has been redesigned and when we tap on it, it have a new interface. We can either tap or circle to select an item. On the top, we have website and generative edit shortcuts. Now when we select an image, instead of website, we can see drawing assist. At the bottom, we have the icons to crop, pin, copy, share and download. Now when we select any text, we have the writing assist shortcut. We can also pin, copy or share it. Now when we select the T icon, we get more options. If we are selecting the writing assist, we have spelling and grammar, writing style, summarize, bullet point, table and composer. Now when we select an image and click the three dots, we can set it as a wallpaper directly. We don't even need to download that photo. Here I am going to select the drawing assist option. Here we can see a new interface and at the bottom we can find different styles that are related to sketch to image. Here we can find a T icon and after selecting, we can write any prompt that we like and select any style and generate. As you can see, I have given a prompt to add a star in 3D cartoon style and it generates perfectly. Even when we select any other styles, the images are of good quality. Next, when we click the generative edit option, it will open the gallery directly and opens the AI settings. Now moving back to the Edge panel, we have Drawing Assist. This is just a renamed version of sketch to image. The UI have completely changed from before. Here we have the T icon to write a prompt and generate. When we click the photo icon, we can select any photo from the gallery and generate it in different styles. When we select the draw icon, we can draw anything on the screen just like sketch to image and after that we can generate it in different styles. Also when we scroll through the already generated image, its corresponding styles will be highlighted below. To show the next feature, I am going to open a website in the Samsung internet browser and below we can find the galaxy icon. When we tap on that, we have a new option called Read Highlights Aloud. When we click on that, it will summarize the website and read it aloud. We have the icons below to increase the speed, pause and skip different parts. When we select this icon, we can translate the text to any other language and after that when we click the play icon, it will read it out in that language. Now moving on to the lock screen, we can tap and hold to find the variation option here and when we tap on that, we have different variations available. Also we can switch between home and lock screen easily. Now when we tap on any of these icons at the bottom corners, we have some new alternate apps available. Inside the clock settings, we can now increase or decrease the thickness and also when we go to the style option, we have some new animated clocks available. Also when we try to add a widget, we have the gallery widget available and also the countdown widget for calendars. Now moving on to the gallery, when we turn on the motion photo and take some photos, we can find motion photo written on the top right corner. And when we click on that, we have some drop down options for boomerang, slow-mo and to turn off the motion photo. Also when we take multiple photos and swipe up on any of these photos in the gallery app, we have choose best face option just like Pixel phones. This feature helps in a lot of ways to find the best face. This feature can also be used for multiple faces in a group photo. Here we can also find the view more option which can be used to select any of the best frames in the motion photo. Now when we open a photo and select the AI icon below, we can see some changes in the interface. First we have generative edit, then we have the sketch to image option and finally we have the portrait studio. When we select on any style and click the generate icon, the generations are more accurate and similar to the original image. When we swipe right, we have the option to generate one more and also we have the icon to download it. Even when we select any other style and generate, the quality is much better and the speed of the generation is faster compared to before. And the generated images have a watermark on the bottom left corner called AI generated content. When we open any video and click the edit icon in the gallery app, we can click the speaker icon and find a new option called audio eraser. When we click on that, the AI will analyze the video and separate all the voice, music and noise from that video. We can tweak each of them according to our needs. Next, we have a lot of UI changes inside the camera app. If you need to know more about the changes, just watch my S25 Ultra unboxing video. Now inside the camera settings, we have advanced video options and inside that we can find the log feature. We can change it from Pro Video mode only to Video and Pro Video mode. After enabling it, we can find it inside the video mode on the top right corner. When we select it, we can now record log videos. The log videos don't have any saturation or anything, so it will help us a lot of ways in color correction softwares. Videos recorded in log have a watermark on the top right corner and when we swipe up those videos from the gallery, we have correct color option. When we click on that, it will automatically add color to the video. Now moving on to the Samsung keyboard, when we select the emoji icon and click the AI icon here, we can now generate custom emojis just like in iPhone. We have the space to write the prompt and different styles to select. Here I have typed run running ninja and it generated the emoji perfectly. The style was set in Doodle, but we can change it from here, or even we can change the prompt. And when you are satisfied with the emoji, we can select the done option and it will be ready to send to the other person. We can also find an AI icon in the Samsung keyboard here. When we click on it, we can see a difference in UI. Now inside the settings, when we go to Galaxy AI, we can find a new option called Now Brief. We can find an option here where we can enable or disable the content that we need to include. Also, we have an option to expand the Now Brief without unlocking. Now to show you another feature, I am going to open the clock app and then I am going to start a timer, and after that I am also starting a voice record. Now when we lock the screen, we can find the voice recording at the bottom. We can swipe up to switch between the other apps. We can also select on any of the app to expand it. We can also find the similar feature on the notification panel. We can click to expand, swipe down to switch between the apps, and after closing we can find the notification of the last app here. Another feature is also inside the clock app. We can select multiple alarms, turn it off or delete it at the same time, and also click the group icon to group them together by giving it a group name, and the newly created group can be found here. Now to show you the next change, I am going to tap and hold the home screen and click the settings icon. Here we can find the slider to change the app size from small, medium and large. We also have options to enable or disable the app labels and widget labels. Now moving on to the widgets, we can find that most of the widgets are redesigned, and also now when we tap and hold any folder, we can either shrink it or even expand it. Now going back to the widgets, we can find this new gallery widget, and when we add it to the home screen, we can tap and hold and find the settings icon. After that we have the option to select any images and save them. Now moving back to its settings, we have the option to select from different shapes. We can also find display method option. When we click on that, we can find that it's currently in center and fill widget. We can either change it from stretch to widget or from fill to widget. Now moving on to the calendar, we have new countdown widgets. After adding any of them to the home screen, we can tap the widget to select any event from the available list and see the countdown inside the widget. Now moving on to the notification panel, when we swipe down from the right, we can see the quick settings, and when we swipe down from the left, we can only find the notifications. We can also expand or shrink the extra quick settings from here. You can also find that the notification panel's UI is completely changed. You can also click the edit icon on the top to rearrange these icons according to your needs. Now when we click the edit button, you can find here we can add more quick settings. On the left top corner, we can find the panel settings option. Here we have the option to enable quick panel on the left side. So after that, when we swipe down from the right, we have the notification, and when we swipe down from the left, we have the quick panel. Moving back to the panel setting, we have separate and together option. When we select the together option, we can find more settings like before. Now when we swipe down from any of the sides, we can find both the quick settings and also the notification. And when we swipe down using two fingers, we can see the expanded quick settings panel. Now moving back to the edit option, when we expand this panel and save them, each time we open the notification panel, the quick setting will be in expanded view. We can also change it back by collapsing and saving it. We can find a new music icon inside the quick setting panel. When we click on that, it will show this animation where we can play, sing or hum a song, and after it detects the song, it will show the results. Now let's move on to the phone settings. Here, when we click the notification settings and open the status bar option, we can find that show battery percentage option is moved here. You can enable or disable it according to your preferences. We can also find the battery icon here, which is redesigned into a pill shape. Now moving on to the camera, we can find that the UI is totally redesigned. I have already shown all the changes and features inside the camera app on my S25 Ultra unboxing video, which I have uploaded recently. So if you need to know more about the camera, you can watch that video. Next, I am going to open the dialer app and show a new feature inside the settings. Here, when we go inside the settings, we can find the record call option, and inside that we have a new option called transcript assist. Here we can turn on auto transcribe recorded calls and even choose the transcription language. After that, when we click on any recorded calls from the recent section, we can find the transcript. Now moving back to the settings, inside the display setting, we can find a new option called extra brightness. We can enable it if we want to make the screen extra brighter. Now moving back to the notification settings, we can find that the UI is completely changed in lock screen notification settings. We can select from dot, icons and cards. We also have an option to show only alerting notifications. Next, inside the battery settings, when we enable the battery protection, we have the option called maximum protection. When we select that option, instead of limiting it to just 80%, we can select from 80, 85, 90 and 95. So we can now customize the maximum limit according to our needs. Now moving on to lock screen and AOD settings, we have a new option called now bar. When we click on that, we can enable or disable from different live notifications that we need. We can also find an option to enable it on or off, and also enable or disable media player and current mode. Next, we have some changes inside security and privacy settings. Here we can see more security settings. Inside that, we have the option to block USB connections while logged. We also have enhanced data protection and Android safe browsing settings. Moving on, we can find an option called internet privacy privacy protection. Opening that shows our privacy dashboard. Here we can find some privacy settings like block backward redirections, block pop-ups, block apps from opening internet, warn about malicious sites, block automatic downloads, and also switch to secure connection option. Now moving on to advanced features and opening the side button, we have Google's digital assistant inside the long press option. Moving back, we can find Galaxy Avatar option. This is the same Galaxy Avatar which is moved from the camera app to the phone settings. So these are all the new features and changes after the One UI 7 update. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you have any doubts, comment in the comment section below. Also, if you are not yet a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and the bell button to get the latest updates.